Ecwid or Ecwid Ecommerce Widget Bad Business Model Part 1. Feedback for Ecwid team, development team and product management manager, and also for Ecwid users, for my subscribers to listen to. Part 1, because I need to fragmentize this or put it into different parts to deal with each topic separately. If not, it's too much. There's a lot of good things about Ecwid, but what's the point in cheering what doesn't need improvement so much? Everything needs improvement always, but there's no point in pointing to what's good about it. That doesn't help development of the product or improvement and success of the product and growth of the product, and scaling the product up, of the Ecwid product, which we as clients use, I as a client use, and which, if I speak to the developer team and the product manager, who I don't know if it's the same person I used to know, I would say this: part 1 of the bad business model, which is understandable when Ecwid started because it was a very small team, a genius team of developers who have now, unfortunately, because of the COVID epidemic, and I suppose they're moving on to other projects, and because they were too small a team to deal with the growth, there's a merger or a takeover came from Lightspeed, so it's Ecwid by Lightspeed. Although Ecwid is still Ecwid, it's still the same Ecwid, and I'm sure some of the original, what I call founder members of the team, are still there, such as Quetzal or Matt, if you want, and was product manager, probably moved on to a higher position now because a very capable person, did very well in developing the product. Unfortunately now, though, I don't know about the inner workings since the takeover by Lightspeed. What I do know is that if they did the 500 million takeover that is claimed, if they've got $500 million, here's how they should solve the bad business model first facet. Languages, If you change the language, for example, I have about 6 shops. Some of the languages are not in English. I have one shop in Thai language, Thailand, So if you look at Albania, it's in beta. Russia, and is that Russian's in beta? Oh my God. Danish, and Thai is in beta. Hrvatski, lots are in beta. Chinese is in beta. Norwegian, Polish, Thai, Suomi, Svenska, Swedish, oh my God. Slovenia is in, Russian is translated, Turkish. So what's the other one? I don't know what it is. It looked like Russian to me. It must be some other Cyrillic language, but it's not. The Albanian is in beta, so it's probably Kazakhstani or something, I don't know. So Thailand is in beta, and all these other languages are in beta. The bad business model is that they were in beta in 2014, and now it's 2022 or 2023, I don't even know what year it is. So why is it still in beta? Well, I would say that if I had a very small corporate thinking and a bit of stinginess, and I always tell my colleagues who don't sell very well online, they're too stingy. Is Elon Musk stingy? No, he lays money out. So why is Thai Ecwid, Thai language and all the other languages in beta, still in beta after nearly 10 years of being in beta? Because they're using us, clients and users of Ecwid, the paying users, to help put it into the languages we want to by joining together and collaborating to translate the control panel and the front-end bits such as login, word like login, or add to bag and stuff like this, to be in Thai language. But in the control panel, the Thai language translation, and I assume Albanian or the other translations, but Thai language will be less, because there are quite a lot of users in Thailand, I think the corporation of Ecwid, Lightspeed is thinking, and Ecwid couldn't do it because they were too small, and Lightspeed should be big enough, being able to afford $500 million to buy Ecwid with, yeah, to take over Ecwid. If that was a 500 million sale, which I don't believe, I believe Lightspeed is the same team as Ecwid and they're doing some kind of tax thing. But anyway, that's an allegation that is just not an allegation, it's my personal belief. Otherwise that would be, what would you call that? Defamation. It's just I believe, I can't prove that, I don't know the inner workings of Ecwid, but judging from how corporations behave and have been taught to be pragmatic Machiavellian and not ethical these days, all millennials have grown up seeing unethical behavior as normal and thinking about the marketing but not thinking about how actually the lack of ethics is actually gives you a bad name as a business. You know, they're very blind to that. So you're stingy, not like Elon Musk. Elon Musk, is he successful? Yeah. So what should you do? If you've got $500 million to take over Ecwid, Lightspeed, then I'm sure you have $30,000 to pay somebody to sit there for 1 month and translate the whole control panel into Thai and take another but it's actually $10,000 would be enough. Yeah, you can hire a Thai to translate all of that for probably $1,000 actually. But anyway, if you hired a professional company, then they might take $10,000 off you to do it, knowing you're a rich company, yeah? But if you didn't tell them and just asked them to translate all of these words and take every word in the menus in the control panel and pay Fiverr.com to translate it for you. So pay a professional to translate the control panel into all different languages. Or use Google Translate. Just get one of your lower employees who has nothing to do, yeah, somebody who sweeps the floor, and say, hey, do you want some tip this week? Sit here. Go to Google Translate. Here's a list of every word we have. I'm looking in Thai now. We have Ecwid by Lightspeed on the sidebar.การจัดการร้านค้า is in Thai, which means the dashboard. Dashboard. It says dashboard, the dashboard. Then it says การขาย sales in Thai. That's translated. Catalog in Thai. And if you, the submenu has products as สินค้า in Thai. Categories as หมวดหมู่ in Thai, and under that gift cards in English. Has not been translated yet. The word marketing has not been translated yet. The submenu of overview, Google ads, Facebook ads is still in English. The coupon is translated, คูปองส่วนลด. The what would you call it, reductions, automatic discounts is translated. The word newsletters is not translated. The word automated emails is not translated. Yeah, so half of the menus are not translated, and the product editor, half of the stuff is not translated. So, is it worth translating with so few people from Albania and Thailand and Norway and the other beta languages using Ecwid? Nah, it's not worth paying somebody to translate. You stingy buggers. That's why you don't upscale and grow into upscaling by getting customers from other continents and languages and countries. Yeah, Elon Musk doesn't do that. He would invest in that and make it worldwide. Yeah, and you're thinking he would think like me. I would think it is worth paying somebody to translate it into Thailand language 100%, because the reason we don't have enough Thailand clients subscribing to the Ecwid Ecommerce Widget service is because the goddamn control panel is not completely in Thai, and Thai people can't understand the English parts of the menu, and so they find it unpalatable and too complicated. They don't understand the control panel, so they don't subscribe. That's all. It's not worth translating it into Thai because we don't have enough subscribers. Let's get all the users to collaborate and help translate it for free. Well, 10 years later has proved that it hasn't advanced at all. At all. Yeah? So that stingy get a free translation from everybody, geez, all you need to do is list every single word and copy and paste every single word in the control panel into Google Translate, or the maximum amount of words possible. and do it 500 words at a time, or 100 words at a time, or 10 words at a time, and translate it yourself. Yeah, just write Facebook ads in English and let Google translate it to Thai, and then copy and paste it into the control panel as a Thai translation. You don't have to pay anybody. Yeah? But if you don't translate it completely into Thai, Thai people are never going to subscribe except for few people who understand English. Enough English, read enough English to be able to understand what it means. But your majority of Thai, Albanian, Norwegian people, unless the control panel is completely translated, you're losing subscriptions. And so the money you would lose from paying somebody to translate it, which would suddenly increase your numbers of subscriptions because everybody understands the control panel in their own language, would bring in more money. You would cover the losses of paying for the translation by the increased subscriptions on a massive scale. Elon Musk understands this, right? And I also understood this, that some people won't buy more stock. I'm in the amulet trade in Thailand, Buddhist amulets. And some people, they put something in their shop they don't have because they don't want to buy it until they can find someone to sell it. Well, you're never going to sell loads like that. I put all of my savings in and bought, I think I bought about 3,000 products at the beginning when I started. And I sat there for about half a year, adding 3 to 5 a day. Yeah, and I noticed after 300 products I started selling. After 500, my monthly income went up from 2,000 to 5,000. Once I had 2,000 over products, it went up to $10,000 a month profits. Yeah, so the more subscribers you get, the more profits you get. And unless your control panel is in enough languages, completely translated, which it never will be, expecting free collaboration from paying clients who are already clients. I'm sorry, but that is a bad business model. And there is no growth, upscaling there. If you want to upscale, and I don't mean upscale by selling other marketplaces that you think, by upload your products to, like Ecwid thinks, sorry, because here is also my webmastery students and e-commerce students listening. It's just not the way to do. You have to dare to invest in your product, and you have to dare to risk your investment, risk losses. But you have to also have an entrepreneurial mind and know the mind of customers, meaning subscribers to the Ecwid Ecommerce Widget. We as clients, I as a client, have to know the mind of my customers, and I do. I do. Obviously, Ecwid doesn't, because they don't realize that a person from Thailand or Tajikistan or Albania who can't speak or read or write English, if half of the control panel is in English, they're not going to feel motivated for a call to action to upgrade to the paid version, are they, if they try the free version? And so even the free version in Thai or Swedish or Norwegian or Albanian or the Czech or whatever, the other beta languages, you should stop waiting for us, the public, to give you free open source translations. And you should just pay that little bit of money it costs on Fiverr.com or any of these websites that you can find a translator, or you can hire somebody of each language. I'm a polyglot. I can speak Spanish, English, Thai, Pali, Sanskrit, German, fluently, right? Unfortunately, I can't do Albanian and Norwegian, but I can do Thai. But I'm not doing it for you for free. Huh? You give me $30,000 in 1 month and give me every single word in your control panel and front end, which has to be in Thai, and I'll translate every term into Thai for you. How about that? But I want $30,000 for it, and it will take me about a month. I suppose it might take me 3 days. It depends how many words. If you've got 1,000 words, it'll take me a month. So there you go. Bad business model. Unless you translate your control panel into the languages of the countries where you want to get clients, you'll never get enough clients to make you think it's worth translating it into that language for. You have the wrong corporate thinking of If there's not enough subscribers, it's not worth paying somebody to translate the control panel into that language. No. If the control panel is not in that language completely translated, you're never going to get enough subscribers. So you just take your corporate thinking and flip it round into entrepreneurial thinking, like mine and like Elon Musk's, and think, okay, if our, like Wix or Shopify would think, and have done, let's say, okay, we're not going to expect our paying clients to do us free translations in 140 languages. We're going to pay somebody to translate it for every country where we see a possible marketplace. And in Thailand, e-commerce is now at the advent of its boom, where Thai people are finally learning not to sell on eBay, Lazada, Facebook, and to make their own domain and sell through their own add to bag and buy. And they need a really good e-commerce product. In the moment, they only have Tara.com and various Thailand marketplaces, which are very old-fashioned software, and Ecwid could really take the #1 place in Thailand. I don't know about Albania and Norway, but I can say for Thailand for sure. Norway for sure too. Yeah, Sweden for sure too. Big countries, big marketplaces, big money. And Thailand, definitely. Yeah, definitely. We have 70 million people in Thailand, Ecwid, if you're listening. Yeah. And I'm lucky, I read Thai and English, so I can read the control panel in Thai. Yeah, but my wife, it's actually my wife's shop, she has to call me and ask me to help because she can't read English. So if it wasn't for me, she wouldn't be able to operate this shop, her shop. Yeah, which for the Ecwid team, I will say, is shop number 1541213. Yeah, yeah. The shop ID is 1541213, 15412113. Yeah, and but you can do that in your own control panel. You change it into Thai and look at it. It's half in English. Well, you're not going to get Thai people subscribing until it's all in Thai. So we don't translate it because there's not enough Thai subscribers. Wrong thinking, wrong, bad business model, stingy. If you think stingy and don't invest enough, you don't grow. You have to invest to grow. To expand, you need more soldiers and more foot soldiers, and you need more concrete to build the roads and extend them, like China's building a road around Asia to Europe. That's commercial expansion. Yeah, it's not military expansionism. It's commercial expansionism. If you wish to e-commerce, you think you're experts in e-commerce, you're experts in creating an e-commerce product, but you're definitely not experts in upscaling your own business, because you're not going to upscale it by adding Ecwid to Amazon and Google Shopping. That's us upscaling our products within your product at Ecwid, within the Ecwid products, the Ecwid team's product at Ecwid, within Lightspeed's product at Ecwid. Yeah? But if Ecwid wants to upscale itself, it keeps teaching us how to upscale, or trying to. Can't teach me how to upscale, because I've been 30 years upscaling my website businesses. And that's 20 years longer than Ecwid has existed almost. So before they even dreamed of it, I was doing e-commerce. Yeah, before there was even e-commerce websites. Just when eBay started, I was doing e-commerce without eBay. So don't tell me how to upscale. I'll tell you how to upscale. I'll tell the Ecwid team how to upscale too. Is for Ecwid as an e-commerce product to upscale, you don't need Pinterest and Amazon. What you need is new subscribers from new continents and countries that are either affluent or that have an e-commerce boom. And Thailand has an e-commerce boom now, and a dire need for a good product. And it has one. Unfortunately, nobody is attracted by it, because it is not fully translated control panel in the local language, which is not Latin characters. It is Southeast Asian Thai characters. Yeah, and 98% of Thai people cannot read or understand English properly. Yeah, and definitely they don't like complexity. So a control panel that's in 2 languages. Yeah, parts of it in English, parts of it in Thai. First of all, it doesn't look professional. It looks very cop-out, very stingy, and very small-time. Yeah. So if Ecwid wants to remain small-time, carry on with that corporate attitude, non-entrepreneurial, stingy, and very, very blinkered vision. like a horse with blinkers on. You cannot see that it's you who need to translate the control panel into the language of the marketplace you wish to attract subscribers from, not translate it after you've got enough subscribers. That's absolutely stupid. You can't expect a Chinese person to subscribe to a control panel and a e-commerce control panel that is in English or half in English. You cannot. And pay for it. And then look at them, Wix and Shopify, BigCommerce and all the others, and say, well, I actually prefer this Ecwid. Looks neater and more innovative, but I can't understand it, so I'll just take Wix. Yeah? So that's all I have to say is the first aspect of the bad business model that Lightspeed is using. Ecwid was not guilty because they weren't big enough to do it, and we were happy to collaborate and help as much as we could, those of us who did, to help the team, and they helped us a lot. But seeing as 500 million takeover has come, Lightspeed have no financial excuse, economic excuse, why they haven't paid somebody to translate the control panel fully into Thai, Albanian, Swedish, and blah, blah. It's about 8 languages, so it's not 100 languages. So it's maybe $80,000, $10,000 per translation to a translator. Yeah? Why haven't you done that? Why are you so stupid, Ecwid, that you are not upscaling your business by grabbing subscribers from countries that have big marketplaces and booming e-commerce, but the control panel isn't in their language. It's offered to them as a product in their country, advertised to them in their language, but as soon as they try the free version, log into the dashboard, can't understand half of what's there. You're not going to get subscribers like that, Ecwid. Yeah. But I still say, I use Ecwid. I've got about 7 stores. 5 of them are paid and the other 2 are in development in the free version. And Ecwid over the years has driven me from rags to riches. So definitely Ecwid is the product to use, but like I said, I'm not focusing on the good parts. Yeah, if you want to know the good, anybody, when I post this to my channel on YouTube, for the very few people who subscribe to me, and you're using Ecwid, then, or you're not, I'd say, you know, Ecwid is the thing to use, but be aware of these downsides. And I would say to the Ecwid team, get this developed. If not, you're so small time compared to the others because of these aspects. You're making yourself look like small timers. And you're not attracting new marketplaces, subscriptions from new continents and countries and languages, yeah, which are marketplaces. Yeah, massive marketplaces, 70 million people in Thailand. Yeah, and so many now since the epidemic are selling online, either for extra money and after work, or trying to make it a full-time profession. This is the advent in Thailand. So get your butts moving at Ecwid. This is my advice to you. Well meant. And if Matt is still there in the product development, or in the committee, if he's there in any administrative position at all, I would say, I'm not his most popular person in the world, but he knows I know what I'm talking about sometimes, not all the time. And in this case, I would say pass this on to Matt as well, even though he probably will curse me, because I'm a bit of a, I don't know, pain in the butt, I suppose. Yeah. But well meant, and I love Ecwid, but I'm not going to sit here complacently and not give them feedback. And my feedback, some people who know me say I've got a heart of gold, but it's hard gold. So here's some of my hard gold. The feedback is worth gold, but it's hard gold. So feedback to Ecwid, and for those who want to know what a bad business model is for an e-commerce product, for any service. Yeah, this is a bad business model if you want to go international and sell worldwide. Your product, if Ecwid by Lightspeed wants to sell its product worldwide, subscriptions to e-commerce users, then it needs to put its control panel and front end translated completely and get out of these beta languages. Get them out of beta state, please. If not, people aren't going to subscribe. If you don't see the truth in that, then I'm sorry. I'll have to slowly think about worrying what happens if Ecwid goes bust, yeah, because you're not keeping up with things. Yeah, invest a bit. Stop sitting on the beach and buying yourselves new coffee machines and spend that money on paying for some translations. Come on, 500 million to take over Ecwid. You can't put $80,000 in for $10,000 translations of the control panel or what? Geez, what a cop-out. You didn't pay 500 million for Ecwid, in my opinion, because if you did, you'd have paid for the translations of the control panel. Yeah, it's just a publicity stunt, I'm afraid. And Lightspeed probably still is Ecwid, in my opinion, and what corporations do, shell corporations and blah, blah. I've seen the Paradise Papers, the Pandora Papers, the Panama Papers, been through the lot of them nearly. Well, you can't have been through the reports on the lot of them. Millions, took hundreds of investigative journalists to look. So, we're not stupid these days. Yeah, the end user isn't stupid. And we're between you and the end user, the developer and the consumer. Because I'm also a salesman, yeah? I'm also an entrepreneur, I'm also an IT guy. I also know how corporations work, although I'm not a corporation, so you can tell me that Lightspeed overtook Ecwid for 500 million. I would just say, well, if that's true, how come the control panel is still in beta in most languages? Did they just spend every penny they had on the takeover and didn't have any money left for the translations of the control panel or what? Come on. So, bad business model and bad tricky-dicky publicity stunts as well, because nobody believes that Ecwid isn't still Ecwid, that it hasn't just kind of done some corporate move that's to do more with economics and banking and avoiding bankruptcy and I don't know what, and legal responsibility than an actual takeover. I don't believe $500 million has passed hands anywhere. If not, the product would be really changing since the takeover, and it hasn't. It hasn't. It's the same process, the same updates, the same new features, the same speed of new features, the same lack of changes in translation. So this point was translation. I'll keep it on that because this was bad business model part 1. Yeah. So I will be making all the great things about Ecwid talk, but this one I really wanted to get it to Ecwid really fast, not just to publish it on my YouTube and my Facebook for users of Ecwid and my subscribers about webmastery. Rather, it's very important. I want this to get to Ecwid. I would love if Matt could hear it, or Dimitri. But definitely Matt, because Dimitri's a genius coder and programmer and understands a lot about that side. So does Matt, but Matt is much more brainstormer and he understands these abstract aspects of the product development. And I believe he also understands the entrepreneurship. And he knows me, so much easier to understand me if you pass this on to Matt, if anybody at Ecwid hears this. Which they will, because I'm going to send this separately to them as a link from my YouTube. So, good day to everybody. In this case, John Spencer Aka for this channel, The Webmaster, on YouTube. Wishing you all well, including all my friends at Ecwid. Sorry for the criticism, but it's golden feedback, yeah? If you know the value of this feedback, right? It's heart of gold, but it's hard gold. Right, it's bitter medicine. So I hope you don't take this wrong at Ecwid when you hear this, but you really need to change this bad business. It's a bad business model. And if you want to attract more subscribers from Thailand at least, get it all in Thai in the control panel. Have a nice day, everyone. Signing off.